It's hard for me to engage with the news because it's not like a paper I pick up every morning, and I just don't follow any tweets, and I don't get on Twitter as much as I used to.
I'm a big fan of Twitter, as I guess a lot of people in journalism are. 'Cause it's simple, it's easy to use, user-friendly. You get to pick what you're reading, who you're following. I don't know if it's good in its current state. I think it definitely has the potential to be very good. I think it's still kind of in a young age where a lot of people are just using social media for the social benefits of it.
Yes, news is really important to our society, but as we now have social media and other things, we're always reading our Facebook thread or our Instagram, looking at our Instagram, and not as many people order newspapers or pick up newspapers at grocery stores as much anymore, because it's all tablet read and people read off the tablets, and I don't have a tablet.
I always access my news through my mobile phone or through my laptop. I'll occasionally, if I'm around the house, I'll turn on some news channel occasionally, but for the most part it's usually an online medium.
I probably look at it every Monday and Tuesday right before my class and try to catch up on what's happened with the last week.
I think it's important in order to have a functioning democracy and in order for our society to work properly, our citizens need to be informed with current events and need to be able to have conversations about it.
I like reading articles the best about the news because you can kind of skim them and get the important parts and not have to watch 30 minutes worth of news.
Sometimes when you're searching through news, you get lazy and just look at the headlines and don't actually dig deep into the content. So I think a lot of times there is room to understand the content better and have build yourself a more well-rounded opinion and grasp of the concepts that you're reading about.
If I was to engage more with the news, I would follow more news stations on my Facebook thread and read through there by looking at what they're posting, and then go onto their websites from there.
I guess for somebody that isn't really engaging in the news, I think I would just encourage them to use those little moments in life where they're not really doing anything to engage, I guess. Because, there's a lot of times in our day where we spend 10 minutes maybe doing nothing, or when you first get online, a lot of times you aren't really doing anything. So I think little things like maybe change your homepage to the New York Times or change your homepage to some sort of news outlet. So at that point, you're at least kind of working in the right direction and moving yourself forward to wanting to seek out news.